Unturned is a fairly renowned free-to-play survival game, originally made by Nelson Saxton under Smartly Dressed Games. Unturned holds many memories. For me, something about its blocky and almost unfinished yet stylized graphics and gameplay was, and still is, very compelling to me. And even if Unturned isn't the biggest or the most well-made game, it has been able to land a spot in one of my favorite video games of all time. Unturned has a certain depth that is tough to understand, but maybe the depth of the game is just mixed with good memories from my time playing it with friends. Unturned is able to capture a good game and give it a soft undertone of a complex story. The story, from wikipedia.com, states, "On the Washington map there is a lab belonging to a company known as Scorpion 7. Outside the lab there is an overrun military unit, and within the building, in the basement, there are canisters containing zombies in stasis, one of which is broken. An apology note can also be found which appears the writer was attacked before the note was completed. It is assumed that this lab was ground zero for the start of the outbreak." The concept of being alone is a really interesting undertone, and when you're playing this blocky, pixelated, and surprisingly eerie game late at night, even with friends, it creates an almost surreal feeling. In the sea of basic and surface level games, Unturned is an unexpected outlier. The game manages to provoke an eerie and alone feeling, even if you're having a lot of fun while playing it, which I think adds to the true beauty of the game. One single 16-year-old coding a simple game about a zombie apocalypse that's riddled with loneliness and danger. Unturned features a fairly simple gameplay experience at face level. You're alone in a zombie-riddled world, and your only objective is to survive. Obviously, not an extremely unique concept. Although, it does do the concept justice. In Unturned, you have several different player needs you must attend to. Your health, food, water, exhaustion level, radiation level, and more. Unturned features many weapons to defend against zombies, ranging from a garden rake to a literal rocket launcher. Although, in my personal opinion, one weapon is easily more powerful than all the others combined: the carjack. I think the diversity of these items adds to my personal replayability of the game. In order to obtain these food items, weapons, and other necessities, many of them can be found by just exploring the map and generally going about gameplay. But for a large amount of them, you will need to craft your weapons and food with the unique crafting system. Oftentimes you will need to collect a large amount of materials for surviving in this game, notably wood, sticks, rope, metal, etc. Unturned features many other oddities in its 6GB game. Notably, it includes a large assortment of vehicles which can better help you survive the world of Unturned, boasting 178 different vehicles, notably makeshift vehicles, which are craftable, tanks, police cars, and much more. Vehicles are an important part to staying alive, and they're a very cool addition, but in all honesty, they don't serve much purpose outside of that. Ever since its initial blow-up in 2014, Unturned has seemingly dropped viewership and been on a steady decline since then, although there is a steady community around YouTubers like Panda. The steadily declining viewership has made it hard for YouTubers who post Unturned videos to grow any real fame. Although Unturned seems to be dying, the cult fan base and regular updates are what keeps the game in any relevancy. And although it has had a decline in popularity, the game still managed to maintain a stable reputation and legacy as one of the best free-to-play games in the Steam marketplace. In my opinion, Unturned's decline makes it hardly feasible for a true comeback, unless Unturned can come again into the spotlight. If there was some way to get another wave of news about the game into a larger scale, I think that would bring back old players and bring in new players, and strengthen the fan base as a whole. And in my opinion, the best move for the developer of Unturned is to create global tournaments or put into practice an opportunity that will hype up the gaming community once again, and bring them back to the original popularity of the game. As always, thank you for watching. New content coming in the future. Tell me if you guys like this or not, and I'll be dropping very frequently, so see you.